Welcome to the BrainX channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to simplify this algebraic fraction involving exponents. Let's have a look at the fraction. In the numerator, we have more than one term. So we need to be careful because we cannot cancel across a plus or a minus sign. Remember, we only cancel factors, not terms. That means we need to factorize. And to do that, we are going to use our exponent laws to rewrite the powers and find a common factor. Let me show it to you step by step. Let's start with the numerator. The first term is 4 to the power of x. So what we have to do is to try and rewrite both these terms so that we can find a common factor for both these terms. Now, if you look at this term, I can see we have this 2 to the power of 2x plus 1. So if I take this 4 and I rewrite it as 2 to the power of 2 or 2 squared, then I will end up with a 2 to the power of 2x. Let's have a look at the second term in the numerator. The 3 is already a prime number, so I'm going to leave it as is. Now, this 2 to the power of 2x plus 1. Have a look. Our exponent law says if I'm multiplying and my bases are the same, then you keep your base and you add your exponents. Now, do you see that this part looks like this term? So what we are going to do is to do a reverse action. So I'm going to go from this to this. Okay, so I'm going to write 2 as my base, and I'm just going to write 2x. I'm going to multiply, write my base again, and then the other exponent, the plus 1. Let me quickly show you. If I have 2 to the power of 2x, like I did here, multiplied by 2 to the power of 1. I'm multiplying. My bases are the same. I have to keep the base and add the exponents. So do you see that we actually ended up with the same thing? So even if we do the reverse action, this is equal to this. Okay, now let's do the denominator. This 7 is a prime number. I can't do anything with this at the moment, so I'm going to leave it as is. Now this 2 to the power of 2x plus 1 also looks like this. So what are we going to do? Yes, we are going to do the reverse action. I'm going to write 2 as my base, then the first term in the exponent, multiplied, and the base, which is 2, plus 1. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of these brackets. The exponent law says, if I have a base with an exponent or a power, and it is raised to another power, then you keep your base and you multiply the exponents. And this is exactly what is happening here. I've got a base with an exponent or a power and it's raised to another power, so I'm going to multiply the exponents. That means we've got 2 to the power of 2x plus 3 multiplied by 2 to the power of 2x multiplied by 2. And then in the denominator we have 7 times with 2 to the 2x multiplied by 2. You do not have to write this 1 in the exponent's place because it is understood to be 1 if there is nothing there. Notice that we have a 2 to the power of 2x in this term, and in the denominator. But I cannot cancel yet. And why is that? Yes, because we still have this plus sign in the numerator. So I still have to get rid of it. And how are we going to do that? Yes, I'm going to take out this 2 to the power of 2x as a common factor. So I'm going to write 2 to the power of 2x and the brackets. Now let's see what is left over. If I take out the 2 to the power of 2x, what is left over here? 1 plus, now let's see, I took out this 2 to the power of 2x, what is left over? 3 times 2, okay? Now let's have a look at the denominator. I can't do anything with this yet. If you want to, you can say 14 times with 2 to the power of 2x. Okay, now we only have factors in the numerator and the denominator, no more pluses and minuses. Yes, there is a plus sign in this bracket, but this is part of a factor. Okay, so I'm allowed to cancel. And is there anything that I can cancel? Yes, I can cancel this factor and this factor. So what is left over? In the numerator, we have 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 gives us 7. And in the denominator, we have 14. Let's simplify this even further. Both of these are divisible by 7. That means I'm left with a half.